Hi, Shan. Hi, everyone. So we were checking exception handling in the last class, and we saw also the try, catch, and finally block. And you said to go through what we have done. And I was going through the document that was there by Salesforce for the exception handling and the various exception handling that they have defined, like it's there. So I was like, I just read it. But
Okay.
there are like so many different
I know
topics.
there
I'm
are
like,
so many things. It's just whatever I gave you, it is just I gave you the idea. This is the way we handle. Okay. And there are lots of things. Anyways, let me make you the host so that you can share your screen and others can also refer it. Yeah. Please share your screen.
it was this document that I saw. And then
Yes.
these were the different exceptions that,
types, right?
yeah, there's a lot.
Yes.
So many of them.
So what many developers do? The parent of all the exceptions is exception. So they don't know about these all exceptions and they directly put exception class in catch block so that it can handle all kind of exception. Okay. But there are certain things which we do based on the exception type. So always try to have specific exception types in a catch. You can have multiple catch blocks because in particular code, there are chances of different kind of exception to occur. Okay. And whenever we are putting exception in catch, we always consider one thing, that the child should be on a first catch block and the parent will be always in last catch block. That means if you are using exception, and as you know, it is parent of all the exceptions, so that will be in last catch block, so that if no other exception was being caught, then only you're going to catch the exception. Because there are null pointer exceptions or exceptions, yeah, which is written now here, right? Async exception, you can see we were working and there was math exception, right? So we consider what all the possible exceptions which are going to come, and based on that, what step needs to be taken. Because if math exception is coming, we might take certain steps, right? Based on the exception type. That's why different type of exceptions are being used. Okay. Yeah, scroll on, please. You can share the link in the chat so that others can also refer it. And you can see it's very simple, right? See, here it is saying DML exception. So based on the exception type, it is performing some kind of operation, right? See what I was mentioning. So here E dot get DML message. E is nothing but the variable, and DML message means more details you can get with that. So just try it one thing. In your code, you can put E dot message. Yeah. In exception, put E dot message. So even you have used to put even dot message. System dot debug in catch. Go to catch. Yeah. So inside catch, put enter and system.debug even dot message. Put even dot. No, just wait. I think get message. Wait. Remove it. After putting dot, you will get lots of remove dot and put dot. Even put no right. Even dot. Yeah. Get cause you can see. Sorry, get message is the not message. Get message. So you can see the suggestions which Salesforce gives for existing classes which are there. Okay. Now you can put something like this is even message, and then so that you know, not here. Prior to that, no. Okay, execute it first. Let's see how it looks.
Here the message got populated, Chan, which we were seeing there in the regular one.
So you are getting details of the error, right?
Yes, Chan.
So that we
Uh,
generally use. Based on it, we can also use some other operations. So now you got. Now you can use multiple catch blocks. Use multiple catch blocks. No, catch will contain exception, type of exception. So now you are putting exception. Okay. Yeah, put system.debug anything. So by that way, if there is any other exception which is coming, like if it does not come as a math exception, then the first condition will not get caught. The second catch will be executed and its debug statement will be printed. So now how you can test it? So use list, go up. Yeah. So here inside try, use list, declare define one list type of variable. Yeah, list of integer. Let's have a list of integer. That's it. That's it. Don't initialize it. Yeah. Put semicolon. Enter. Enter. No, put enter. Yeah. So num list dot size. Yeah. Try to execute it.
Sean, it's not saving, it's
Exception
giving.
E. You have not defined variable.
Oh.
Yeah. Save it and execute it. See which exception you are getting. So you got second exception, right? The first one did not caught because the first one did not happen. Before first one, the null pointer exception happened. So now there is one another exception, null pointer exception. When you are putting exception, yeah, put these all things, check all things, and you'll see the details. So now you got why we use multiple catch block to know different type of exceptions that is being caught, and based on different type of exception, different kind of steps are being taken. Because earlier it was coming as divide by zero. So the different kind of steps should be taken on that. And now it is coming null pointer exception. So on that basis, different steps can be taken. And you can have multiple catch blocks based on the exception type. So guys, you got it. How we can utilize multiple catch blocks to identify different kind of exception and to take different kind of steps.
Done. So, how do we get to know like do we have to like remember all of these exceptions?
No, no, no. You can search it. You can always refer it. You should know where to search, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Now you know these all things are there. So if you are developing any code, you can search it, right?
Right.
You
Right.
can't remember so many things.
Right.
Okay. You should be able to search it quickly. So few of the things are there like null pointer exception. You should know. Like divide by zero, math exception, you got. So the people will ask which all the types of exceptions you have faced while you were developing your code. So you can tell null pointer exception I was getting. And that was due to because I did not initialize the list. Right? I was getting divide by zero exception, math exception, because the value was like coming as zero, right?
Right.
So these all things are there, which you should know. So few of the things, yes, you should know one or two things, but you can't know each and everything. DML exception, that comes when you're performing any DML operation and there is any exception occurs due to anything. You are suppose updating any record, but there are some validation rules which does not let it update. That happens, right? When you are doing any kind of updation on records, that asks you that max pay should be lesser than min pay if you have any old record. So that kind of things are there, right?
Right. True.
Yeah. So for that, that can give you an error, right? So that can give you validation error. So that will be DML operation when you are updating any record and it is not matching the current criteria. The validation rule is failing. So these all things are there. You need to just understand or know what other things can be done. So you can also mention DML exception I faced. Just try it out many things and you will see what all the things can create any kind of error at runtime. That is not a compile time error. In compile time, you did not know that it is going to be divided by zero or not. So exception is always a runtime exception, runtime error. It does not happen in occur in compile time. Okay, it always happen at runtime when you execute the code. There was no compilation error. It got fully properly compiled. But when you executed it, then only you got the error.
Right.
So anyone has any doubt, any query so far? What happened, guys? No one saying anything.
Which okay.
Okay. So today I won't take new topic. Okay. This is the only thing we are talking about. Now, in exception, there are chances that you manually create any exception. If there are any conditions which are met, you want like the code to be terminated. The execution should be terminated if there are certain conditions. So for that, you can create your own custom exception as well, or you can directly throw the exception. Okay. And when you do it intentionally, okay, then whichever is the caller, you should tell them this particular method is going to, or it throws some exception which should be either get caught in try catch block or throws again. So there is one there, so there are two things, throw and throws. Throw means you are throwing the exception, you are creating an exception and you are throwing it, like throw exception, the object. And throws means we put it with method name which says that this method is throwing some exceptions or user defined exceptions which is already known. So just check throw and throws in exception handling. this is the class which you can create to create your own exception. But let's see how you can throw an exception. Scroll down, please. Yeah, there will be there. How to throw that? That will come down. That create custom exception will give you. Yeah. So see, throw new my exception. So this is your custom exception which you have created. You can do the same thing for the existing exception as well. Okay. That means you create the object of exception and throw it using throw keyword. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So you can either throw the exception from your class or you try catch block or any place. If you use try catch block, then you don't have to use throws to tell other class or other method that this method is throwing this exception, XYZ exception. But if you are not using try catch block to handle that particular exception, then you will have to write throws. Yeah, scroll down and check other examples. Scroll down. There must be there. Yeah, go down. Scroll down. Yeah, you can see. Go up, up. Yeah. So there is exception. Insert. He is throwing from the catch, but you can also throw it from the method. So check anything from the method so that you can also understand the throws concept as well. That is not generally being used. It is just for your information that you can create your custom exception and you can throw it as well. But mostly we use try catch only. There are very lesser chances that you will create your own exception and you will throw it. But yes, you should be aware of it. You should know what this is for and how we can use it.
So we can throw only custom exceptions, right?
Yeah, you can create new. See, you can also create the objects. So the exception is nothing but the object which we are creating. Try it. How to create? Go and check your exception. Try to create the object of your exception, new exception, and try to throw it out. Search how to create exception object. Check these all things. See, now you are one level up. Now you are a developer. And the developer, he searches based on the requirement. He searches in Google. Okay, he Googles it and provides the solution. Because once you start working in any organization, no one tells you that go there and here. No, you should be able to search it and you should be able to find out the solution for any problem. Okay, so I'll give you this as assignment. You can search it and create one exception. Okay, and throw it. That will be the assignment. Okay. You also have holiday tomorrow. You can spend more time on it and let me know if you face any difficulty. I'll be there to help you out. Okay. Okay, guys.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Okay, then till then, enjoy. Happy weekend. Bye bye. Take care.
Sure. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.